Hi, this is Mackenzie, and so I'm recording this video because I recently did a 23andMe DNA kit. So it's a DNA kit where you send in a little sample of your spit, and they tell you your ancestry makeup. So I recently just bought one for Sam and I, and we just got our results back, and now I'm making this video just kind of to tell everyone on my Facebook and just tell all my friends and people who want to watch the video what my DNA says about me. Okay, so my family history, what I think I am. So my mom is black and white, but she's adopted, so we're not really sure what kind of white or what kind of black that she is. We just know she's black and white. And then my dad is Mexican, white, and Native American. And I know for sure that I'm Native American because like I have tribal papers and everything, and I'm like a member of my tribe. But the Mexican, I really don't know how far back that goes, or like when we emigrated, or if we ever emigrated, like from Mexico to the United States, or I really don't know anything about that. And my dad passed away when I was little, and then his dad also has passed away, and his mom. So I really don't have that strong of a like knowledge about that background. So now that that's out of the way, so I'm just going to explain what my DNA results say. Okay, so I opened the page on the 23andMe website, and instantly, so it goes straight to like the Ancestry composition page, and so this is what I see immediately. It says European 47.9%. So, okay, so I'm going to click on the European tab, and so it goes European 47.9%, but then it breaks down what kind of European it is. So 20.8% of the 47.9% is Northwestern Europe. So of that Northwestern Europe, it goes British and Irish, 8.7%, then 0.7% Scandinavian, and then 11.3% broadly Northwestern Europe. So yeah, so I guess they just can't narrow down exactly where in Northwestern Europe. Okay, and so then after that, 17%, sorry about my phone, 17.6% is Southern European. So 4.4% of that is Iberian. And so Iberian, it says here, is people from Spain and Portugal. So that makes sense because, I mean, obviously, like, I'm Hispanic, and so Spanish people went to Mexico, so that makes sense why I'm Mexican, but my family has come from Spain and Portugal. So then the rest, or there's a 0.2% that's Sardinian, which is apparently it's like an island that is in Europe. I googled it, and it's supposed to be like, I don't know, lighter skinned people. It doesn't look like they're like dark skinned or anything. It says, yeah, I don't know, but it's only 0.2%, so like, let's be honest, it's probably not that big of a deal. And then 13% of the Southern European is just broadly Southern European, so yeah, so that's gonna be like Italy, Sardinia, the one that I was just talking about, Italy, and then also Portugal and Spain. So I really think that makes a lot of sense just because I am Mexican. Okay, and then still on Europe. I'm also like a little bit of Ashkenazi Jewish, which is apparently Jews that settled in Central and Eastern Europe. So I mean, that's only 1%, and so I don't know anyone Jewish in my family. So I don't know. That's just kind of random. And then 8.5% of my DNA is also broadly European, so just anywhere over there, which, I mean, makes sense, because European, you know, I knew I was white, so, I mean, that makes sense for that. Okay, so then right underneath the European comes Sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, so it's 26.4% Sub-Saharan African, and 25.4% is West African, which makes me so excited just because, like, I don't know, like there's always been part of me, so when my mom was adopted, her papers, I guess, like only said that it was like black and white, and so we never really knew, like, okay, like black, but that could mean like Barbados, or it could mean, you know, African, but obviously, like, if you're in Barbados, I mean, the slave trade obviously impacted, where black people ended up, and so, it was just, I mean, confirmation, like West Africa, those people were taken in by, or they were the people that came to the United States during the slave trade, which is fucking sad, but it's nice to know, like, okay, I know that I am, you know, black, like, I have that connection to West Africa, and I just think that's really cool. Sorry about rambling. And then 0.6% of it is Central and South African. Less than 1% is East African, or less than 0.1%, sorry. And then 0.4% is broadly Sub-Saharan African. So very cool. And I just want to say too, like, part of, I mean, like, if you look at me, I'm pretty racially ambiguous. Like, people don't know where I come from, or like how I identify, and so because my mom is black, and because I do have you know, curly hair, and I have darker skin, like, it's just like, I don't know, I feel like I've always wanted to be able to say, like, oh, I do have this blackness component to me, and I think part of, like, my own identity crisis is that, like, I you know, I don't have anything that says, like, oh, I am black, and so, like, having this, like, DNA result, it's like I am black, like, this is a part of my, like, history, this is a part of my family, like, I have this experience, and I don't know, I mean, it just helps me, like, feel validated in that experience. Okay, moving on. Okay, so the rest is 23.5% East Asian and Native American. So 17.6% of that is Native American, and so obviously, like, Native people to America, I already knew that I was Native American, so according to my tribe, I am 1/8 Native American, and so 23.5% is obviously more than 1/8, but after, like, reading some more on the website, also people from Latin America, they're gonna show up on Native American, as Native American, which makes sense because, I mean, the Spanish, when they colonized Latin America and they, you know, had babies with Native peoples, that's what we know today as Mexican people, or people from, you know, other countries. I don't know. Personally, I'm Mexican, so that's what I know. But so it's cool to just kind of see that. Then 0.3% of that, of the East Asian and Native American, is East Asian. And so this is Japan, Korea, China, Mongolia, people of Eastern Europe, or Eastern Russia. And so personally, I don't, oh, and it's also 0.3% Southeast Asian, which is really cool, because, like, okay, not cool, but like, obviously, like, I have black, white, Mexican, Native, and so hearing, like, I have a little bit of Asian too, it's like, oh my gosh, like, I have everything. So I thought that was really cool. And then 5.3% is East Asian and Native American, just broadly, because they can't, like, specify exactly where it comes from, but apparently, according to this website, East Asian people and people that are native to America have extremely similar DNA composition because of, like, the land bridge. So it looks like migrating across to Asia to Americas about 12,000 to 15,000 years ago. That's why the DNA looks very similar, so very cool. Yeah. Well, okay, that's all. Thank you. Bye.